Hello guys, how are you today? And welcome to a new video. So, as I'm sure you know, if you've clicked on this video, the Grand Tour, all the episodes in the first series have been released. And I have reviewed each episode individually on the channel. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. But I think now it's time for me to review Season 1 as a whole. So I'm going to start with making some general comments, and then maybe I'll talk about my favourite moments on the Grand Tour. So, general comments. Okay, so it was generally pretty good. It was good to watch. It was probably as good as Top Gear on BBC, in my opinion. I know some people have said it can't be the same, but I would say it was near enough as good. So, as I'm going to start with some negatives. Firstly, the celebrity brain crash. This is possibly the bit where everyone seems to agree it's a bit annoying. The whole point was they couldn't, they weren't allowed to interview a celebrity because the BBC stopped them because that's copying what they did on the BBC. So what they do is they have a celebrity, and as they're coming into the tent, they somehow get killed, they get blown up, or they're just found dead, or something strange happens. Normally they get blown up, that seems to be what happens. And it was quite amusing the first time, but it's now quite boring, to be honest. Especially when James May says, "Is he or she not coming on then?" That's getting a bit boring, and I really hope that by the second series they stop that. Either they actually do something with a celebrity, like interview them, or maybe they feature a celebrity somehow else. But please don't blow them up because it's getting quite tedious. Next thing I want to talk about is the other issue. I would say is that because it is the bit in the tent is recorded so long before the actual show is released, is not as up to date, in my opinion, which sort of ruins it a little bit for us, because like on Top Gear, they recorded it on a Wednesday in the studio, and then the show was on the Sunday, meaning the news was near enough up to date. Maybe if they're talking about something to do with the government, or a latest car being released, or something. So, yeah, hopefully it will be somehow they can do it better next series and have the news more up to date. So those are my two negative points, I would say. Oh yeah, one more negative point. The American, very annoying. He was the replacement for the Stig. He was shouting about how rubbish the European cars are, saying they're all communist. That's a little bit tedious, isn't it? It's not very... I think from a British point of view, it's quite annoying. Even though I'm not a communist. Okay, so, positive points. I thought most of the films they made were really good. A couple of them were maybe a little bit silly, such as the one with the bug car when they had to try to blow it up. And also, episode 4, when Clarkson made the car out of animal skin and stuff, and organs or whatever it was. That was a little bit gruesome. But, apart from that, I would say the episodes were pretty good. And the one in the beach buggy episodes, the special, those are also really good to watch. Especially the second episode, I thought, with they had the slave, and it was quite amusing to watch, especially when they lifted Hammond up in the air. And yeah, that was good. As for and probably my favourite, if we're gonna give it awards, my favourite film was the one in Jordan. In episode 2, when they did the military training. It maybe wasn't the best film in terms of cars, of course not, but it was, I thought, really good to watch, and it was really funny because 3 old men doing that. It was good to watch. I would say. I would tell me in the comments, please, what you guys thought of what you would say is the best film they made for the show. Other ones I would say are really good. Was episode 3 in Italy. That was really good. And also was episode 11. no, episode 10 even, I think, when they were in Normandy in those cars. That was also a particularly amusing one, I thought. And you race to the ship to get back to England. I thought that was quite good to watch. In the Maseratis. Oh, that was episode 11. Yeah, just, we know that now. Episode 12 was also decent with the drive across Germany, but that was maybe an average one. Probably the worst one for me was the dumb fight at Yoke Cole. That was the worst episode and the worst film. That was just a bit. It was a bit repetitive, a bit predictable, and I think, as I said in my review, they were of that episode. They were trying to act it out too much, act their personality, and I thought that was maybe a little bit tedious to watch. So overall, I would rate the Grand Tour very highly. If you haven't seen it yet, and you're interested, I'd recommend you go and see it legally, mind you. Only watch it legally, please. And I hope for the next series they maybe do the 10th recording a bit closer to the release, if that's possible. It should be possible, because that's what they did on the BBC. And I hope they get rid of or change the celebrity brain crash thing. And I hope they have a new racing driver. Maybe Jenson Button. That's a nice idea. Now he's not in F1. Or maybe Nico Rosberg. He might be okay at it. Now he's also not in F1. Maybe they should be like the new team racing driver. Anyway, tell me about all these things in the comments. And I'm sure I will be, in a few weeks, or whenever it's going to be, reviewing the episodes from the new Top Gear of Matt LeBlanc and Roy Reid, etc. So yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more of these videos and some other type of videos, please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you enjoyed the video or have anything to say, please leave a comment on this video. Also, finally, just remember to follow me on Twitter at bgaming342. And on that note, I'm out of here, so I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.